You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football needs. Your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
in
girls.
this video? Oh my god!
I know, it is lit.
Okay.
It is lit. It is lit. What is going on, people? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to another episode of the Footy Fantasy Podcast. Today, Jesus Christ. Listen. My job today is to moderate and do nothing else, okay? Manchester United is not on the agenda. We have on the show today Black Cruella de Vil. If anybody watch 101 Dalmatians, Cruella de Vil, we have the West African, the Gambian version.
We have the 6-time champion of Europe.
We have the Gambian version of Cruella de Vil here. Linger, I want to say it's happy to have you, but honestly, I'm not happy to have you.
La 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 la. Honest lot. La 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 la.
All right, Ayo, what's going on, brother? I know you're not scheduled to be here, but welcome nonetheless.
I'm happy to be here. All I'm going to say is 21 is coming.
Hey, amen, hallelujah. Let's go.
If you know, you know. If you know,
bro. If you know, you know. That is the energy I'm on, bro. Listen, I know in the group chat I said I'm not gonna get gassed, but brother. Anyway.
Now time.
A little bit of some housekeeping first before we get into the topics. We're on YouTube. Did we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube?
We did.
Yes. Yes.
We did.
Shout out to the fantasy, bro. Shout out to all the viewers. We finally hit 1,000 on YouTube. Thanks to you guys watching us every Sunday with all our shenanigans, sharing and following, and trolling us and laughing at us. It's all love. It's all love. But hit that like button. Continue to hit it. Continue to share the videos. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Now we're looking to 5K, right? We're looking to 5K. Give us that give us that push. Give us that push. We started small. But we want to grow big. On Instagram, we're at Fantasy Footy, and on Twitter, we're at Footy AD Fantasy. Now, before I start asking questions, I just want to make it clear to everybody watching. And I want to make it clear to you.
And I'm going to take over. And now it's time.
Because I know this is your channel. Because I know this is your channel, right? I just want to make it clear to you that it's not personal. Linger. I have yellow card and red card here. If you talk rubbish,
the ball away.
Listen,
them, please.
If you talk rubbish, I'm going to delete you. I'll give you a warning, and then I'll give you a red card. It's fair play. It's fair play. I warned you yesterday. And I'm warning you again. If you chat shit, I'm expelling you. Okay?
About what? Listen, guys, any viewer, Olga was like, "Oh, it's all love, it's all love." Right before this stream started, he said, "I hate you."
I did say that.
Publicly.
Well. See, I'm conflicted. I said I hate you, but also I wanted to come to California to see you. Did I not say that? Right? So it's like
because
I don't know. I kind of hate you, but you're cool. Anyway, okay. Let's take some comments. Wait, and Henry wants the link.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Okay, yeah. Henry, hop on. Henry, hop on. All right, Linger. This is your time. See, in this segment, I'm giving you amnesty. You don't have. I'm not gonna expel you. You can say anything you want within reason. Go ahead. Liverpool Man City review. Okay. How do you feel?
Manchester United 7-0 at Anfield? I thought this is a peak. No, I'm kidding. Don't remove me.
Look, my hands are right here.
What up?
Hello.
What up, Henry?
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for subbing in, late, last minute. So
I know.
What does that mean? I don't have to be here and listen to this Liverpool fan.
Don't leave me.
I'm going to jump out slowly. Oh, Liverpool is so great since Sliceberg. Sorry.
You're leaving me with an Arsenal fan and a Liverpool fan.
It is what it is.
All right, get out. Just get out.
Bye. I'll talk to Linga after. Bye.
All right, bye, bro.
Okay, so it was my time. I was gonna
Go
start.
ahead.
Some of you people look closely at yourselves. There are people who say Liverpool haven't played anyone big.
Name names.
Played anyone above us.
Name names.
I'm not gonna talk about teams that have never won the Champions League. Okay?
Yeah.
Anybody. I'm just saying. Some teams be talking.
Oh, are you talking about what was Toby part of these people?
Listen, there's some authors. There's an author in this group writing her books about pharmaceutical romances.
Oh, you mean? Wow.
We beat.
You mean Malcolm J? You mean Rosa Parks? That's what you mean. Wow. Okay.
Y'all. Listen, and now's the time where from this point on, if we don't win the league, we've officially bottled it. I now accept any slander.
Facts.
Now is officially.
Facts.
I was waiting. You have done unbelievably well. Oh my God. What again? The whole game, I was actually very stressed. I'm usually a stressed football watcher, but
everybody knows that.
I know it's City. I know exactly. All my profanity on Facebook. My parents are always what are you saying? But no, because I knew it was City, I was stressed the whole time. But if I could just cut away all of that and just watch the game, who is this City team? Like, we played well, of course, but like, wow. We've played better against them, but we've beaten them before, but I've never felt so handily in our win. I'm more annoyed that it wasn't 5. Virgil, 2 or 3 goals he could have gotten. Gakpo, Salah, all these people. Like, this is the game where it's like, okay, now I'm finally gonna open my heart. Maybe we'll win the league.
I want to ask you about your defensive pairing, your 2 center backs. Because what's his face? Konate is out for like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I don't think Arne Slot really fancies Kwanzaa. I don't think he really.
I think there's one game for us. I can't even remember who it was against, but Kwanzaa just had a few shocking moments in a row. It wasn't even like he played badly, and Slot just immediately hauled him off. And I don't think he doesn't fancy him, but if you can play Virgil, Konate, and Trent, then you just will. Like, I don't think Slot trusts Gomez, but wouldn't really start him either. Like,
and Gomez hasn't played in a while. So were you scared for your defensive pairing?
No, my 3rd kit this season, guys, was Joe Gomez. His dad is Gambian. He's a Gambian man. I trust him so much. Yeah.
No, Gomez
is the most Gambian name on earth.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I thought Senghor was the most Gambian name on earth.
I wasn't nervous, but only because City have been so bad. Like, if it was like a prime City and it was Gomez and not Konate, maybe I'd be more anxious. But like, Gomez, I mean, to be fair, I barely saw him in the game, which means he was doing his job. He just shut everything down. Like, the only defensive howler we had was that moment from Virgil, actually.
Right, true, actually.
And Kelleher immediately got it, so it's fine.
So, last question for you before I move on to Henry, because I want to get Henry's take. Henry's not really a neutral party, but he's he's one of the most reasonable Arsenal fans.
Liverpool are playing at their most lucky moment. Liverpool is lucking out.
No. See, Henry's not a crackhead like the rest of them. The rest of them, like Prince White, Toby, those are the crackheads, and Henry's like cool. But I want to ask, like, so when Mohamed Salah leaves, what are you going to do with your life?
That's a good question. I still don't think he's gonna go, but I will say this, like, I think of the three, I'm very confident Virgil's gonna stay, and I think Mo's gonna stay, and I think Trent's gonna leave.
Okay.
Like of our three, like, big debate, like, all these players are out of contract.
Yeah.
I wish that there wasn't, like, I don't really get swept up in, like, the kind of social media headline theatrics. I think that, like, Mo's being very deliberate and, like, he really talks to press.
He's trying to force the hand of the Liverpool.
No, exactly. Yeah. But I don't believe that there's nothing happening. And I know there's a reality of, like, our club aren't really the big spenders. Our club are famously cautious about players over 30. Should we make an exception for him? 100,000%. If we lose him, next season I'm just gonna be vexed every game. Like, we have lots of great attackers, but, like, he's been part of something like 60% of our goals this season in the Prem.
Yeah, I heard.
That's an unlosable amount of, like, help to have. And he doesn't really get injured. He doesn't drink, unlike some of us. So, like, he's always in good shape. Like, so when he leaves, what am I gonna do with my life? I'm gonna be depressed. But when Gerrard left, I cried for days. When Mane left, I cried for days. I'll cry for days, and then you move on.
Okay, all right. Well, look, you take heartbreak really well. I'm proud of you. Well done. Henry, did you watch the game? Oh, you're on mute.
With the City and the
City Liverpool.
Liverpool, yes, I did. I watched it.
Okay.
I think it was an excellent game. I think Liverpool. I don't know. They found a way this season again now. Because again, I'm not gonna even lie. I was one of the people that fell, and I still feel they've been lucky with the runs, like the difficulty of the fixtures. But in meeting, what do they call it in Champions League? In meeting,
let me just drink quietly.
in meeting Madrid, in meeting a few of these folks, they've actually also been lucky where a lot of those teams, like say for example, the game against Madrid. I don't think Vinicius played, right? There were
but that's not that. Whose fault is that, Henry?
No, I know, but listen. Let me land before I let me die before you guys bury me. In saying that, I still don't feel while they've exceeded everyone's expectations, even a real honest Liverpool fan would most likely tell you that they did not expect that Liverpool will be top in the league. I'm 100% shocked about that. And I think it's a function of their midfield, right? Their midfield, I don't know how that their coach has been able to like figure out this pressing and the midfield is really, really pressing. And it seems that's whoever figures out that part of this game in this season, I think wins it. A classic example is the opposite of what's happening to City. Right? Literally, it's Rodri being out. I mean, there are other things going on apart from that, granted, but it's still that position. It's still that midfield. Remember, there was a season too where Arsenal suffered and everybody were laughing at Arsenal when Partey went out for a long time and we look abysmal, right? So this a good example is we know the problem here is, does Liverpool build enough cushion? Because we know City is going to go solve this situation in January. We already know. If this guy is raising up 6, telling you that he's upset during the game,
bantering Liverpool fans,
it's coming out in general. That once this transfer window opens, we know, and there's a blueprint, right? We've seen it in Spain, when Rodri went now, they found a replacement, and it was almost like plug and play. So I still think that's what they're gonna do. But I still think I also have personal beef with Haaland. I don't even remember the game against Arsenal where he...
Wait, stay humble. Stay humble.
If you notice, right after that game, it's never been great for him since.
After Rodri won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, I'm tired. Like it's just been downhill.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying, but the problem though is again, I like what I'm seeing from Liverpool. I even love what I'm seeing from Chelsea. I love what I'm seeing a little bit from Arsenal. The question is, are these teams able to build enough gap? Because again, City, once they fix this problem, they'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they will be back. We've seen it happen before. It's just, is it going to be large enough for them to come back, to someone? But I think Liverpool for sure is going to give them a run for their money. And amazingly, I think also Chelsea and Arsenal, they're going to be up there too, pushing, vying for this. So again, it was an excellent game. I actually think Liverpool should have won probably by 5-6.
Seriously?
Yeah. They missed a lot of chances, but I commend the goalkeeper though. Like a lot of one-on-one.
Which one, Ortega or Kelleher?
No, Ortega now.
Okay.
Kelleher was good.
Did you see how many chances?
Yeah.
This guy, like you remember the Salah one? There was one he made himself real big.
Yeah.
These are goals that this guy's on a regular.
I commend the goalpost, man. Ruined us.
But overall, the game was really good. It was open. It was expansive. I think the changes to Pep made at half, they were good. I felt like one of my friends was saying he was having issues with Nunes. I think Doku probably should have even come in earlier. But again, hindsight is always 2020. The game, I don't know. City there's something wrong with City. I don't mind it happening for at least another 5-6 more weeks, and then let's see what happens after that.
Yeah, I just want to. I know my job is only to moderate, but I just want to say a few things real quick before I take some comments. They're coming in. Throughout, up until this afternoon, I felt like people were being too hasty in putting the nail in City's coffin, right? Because as of 2-3 weeks ago, people were already talking about it's over. The era of dominance is done. They're out of the title race. And it took me until this afternoon to be like, you know what? That might be true. Not because they lost. It was because it was not even a competitive game of football.
That's the thing.
That is, we've watched City Liverpool games over the years. This was by far the worst game in terms of quality of opposition to opposition. Bro, City were dead. I've not seen this many defensive errors from City. These guys cannot pass the ball.
Yeah.
They're moving like
they were so open, and I'm like, okay, we'll take the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Not to take anything away from Liverpool. Look, you still have to win the game, but Manchester City look like, and I'm not trying to shit on my team, but they look like United under Ten Hag, bro. Swear down. Swear down. These guys look like United now. Now, my manager has hair. So guess what? My players can play ball. Okay? My players can play ball. But City just could not. And I'm not sure, this man had Jack Grealish on the bench, but you're playing Mateus Nunes at left wing. What are you doing? Philip Walter Foden. Let's talk about this guy.
Open a dialogue. It's time we started a dialogue.
It's time to talk about Philip Foden.
But
this man won Player of the Year last season, did he not? I don't know. I'm just saying. Bro, I don't care. I don't care about the whole Rodri's out thing. I don't give a shit. This is why one player being out cannot debilitate your team this much. I'm sorry. I think this is more than Rodri. Brother, let January come. Let them bring Rodri and his cousin and his entire family. They're not improving from this. They're not. I don't see them improving from this. And I think Pep is legit fighting with many players in that squad. That's my conclusion. Yeah. I think there's beef. I'm not sure. I didn't hear the commentary. I don't know if there was any commentary about why Ederson was on the bench. Was he injured or something?
He didn't seem to be. I was confused.
Okay, so nobody knows. Nobody knows why. Anyway, so now I want to talk about Liverpool. And God knows I have all the hate in the world for these people. And I wish them nothing but tears and pain and sorrow and suffering. Right. When people say they've been lucky with their opponents, even for me, a certified hater, I'm like, in the Champions League, they played Bayer Leverkusen already, bro. They beat Leverkusen, what, 4-0? Leverkusen are they're not Europa League champions, but like they
could have been. I mean, they should have been.
German champions. They went undefeated, right? They beat Real Madrid 2-0. In the league, they've played Chelsea, they've played Arsenal, they've played Manchester City. Those are the top 3 teams in the league, bro.
And United.
But you have to put it in context, though.
No,
right?
Henry, I hear the context.
Obviously, they can only play the team that is presented in front of them, valid, right? But they compared to other teams, I think the teams that have played in England are really in no particular order: Tottenham, Arsenal, Man City, and then Liverpool. In terms of like the top 4 that has had like the strongest fixtures, is really in that order: Tottenham, Arsenal, and I think City, and then Liverpool. But it doesn't take anything away. Again, your points are valid. But what I'm just saying is that, yes, in my own opinion, they've been lucky. And there's nothing wrong. There's what they call serendipity. There's when hard work meets luck.
Preparation.
Okay,
and
so
luck, right?
everyone said
it's just their season right now.
Until mid-October, everyone said Liverpool, easy fixtures. You had a good time of it. You lost to Forest, whatever. You've been fine. And I was like, okay, I think that's a little BS, but that's fine. These are our 10 fixtures until today. Chelsea, Leverkusen, Arsenal, Brighton twice, Leverkusen again, Villa, Southampton, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. 9 wins, 1 draw.
I'm Brighton.
Anybody?
I think you guys played Brighton.
Shout out to them. Honestly, I hate it. I hate saying that.
10 games. Until mid-October, guys, I was like, I think you guys are just hating a little bit, but fine. I see what you're saying. Our 10 games? Look at those.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I hate seeing adult Caillou looking like a solid manager, but brother, Henry, let's keep this in context. We're talking about context, right? Brother, this man signed 1 player. They signed Federico Chiesa. They signed Federico Chiesa, and Chiesa is like
one time.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what he looks like in Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? So look, we have to give it to them. I have to hold it.
I don't think, even if we don't have to give it to them, they already own it. So
they already own it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not even us arguing. It's just saying, compared to other folks, right? It doesn't take anything away from Liverpool, because even other people might be in their situation and not do the same thing Liverpool did.
Facts.
There are people that would have easy fixtures just like Liverpool did and Split, right? Exactly.
I'm
just staying in it. Now,
I hear you.
It doesn't make one team better than the other. But for now, they are bossing. I think right now they are probably the best team in Europe.
Facts. And honestly, and before I take comments, Henry, I think if there was going to be a season where City was going to falter, the next in the line of succession should have been Arsenal.
No, it should have been Arsenal.
Right? It should have been Arsenal. But this man came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but again, that goes back to the point you were trying to make. And that's why I don't agree with you a little bit. There are key players in certain teams, e.g. Arsenal, that we, even before the season started, we were begging that, if something happens to Odegaard, if something happens to Partey, do we have... Actually, right now, while with Marino coming in, we have a better adjustment to, like, if Partey goes down. But if someone like Odegaard goes down, Nwaneri is not ready. He's good for the future, but he's not ready.
How old is he?
That guy's like 16 or 17.
Child,
that's what I'm saying. He's not ready, right? Even me, when Odegaard was down, I was expecting that they were going to play him. They were just putting him in short spells. It's the same thing. We cannot underestimate the impact of Rodri. We cannot, the intangibles.
Of course. And I will say, but Pep, not even, Arsenal, I also think you guys are making excuses a little bit, but Pep especially, all the money on earth, the most decked squad in the world. Like,
bruh.
we don't have I think our keeper is the best one in the world. We don't have him. We didn't have Trent. We don't have Jota, our only ever proven guaranteed scorer apart from Salah. And you just have to step the F up.
Yes.
Like so Arsenal, I'm barely gonna accept your excuses, but City especially.
Bro, these guys have spent the budget.
Came back. Gundogan generational talent.
Yes.
No,
bro, there are some countries in the world.
Gundogan you're seeing today is not Gundogan of 2-3 years ago.
He's still a professional footballer. He's still a professional footballer with experience. City and United.
Should I remind you respectfully about Casemiro?
That's me. My team is shit. The point I'm trying to make is City and United both like spend the budgets of countries' militaries.
10 times Gambia's GDP.
Big, I swear down, bro. I don't know what North Korea's military budget is, but Man City spends more than that, combined with United. Right? So they have Kovacic, they have Mateus Nunes, they have Gundogan, they have Bernardo Silva. I'm not hearing it. Cry, baby. Nah, bro. Talking about he wants to harm himself. I beg, don't kill yourself. If you want, please don't harm yourself. Let me take comments. Soji says, y'all ain't invite that City fan Femi today. See, Femi is at the Etihad Stadium to help fill up the crowd.
Exactly. Running from spot to spot for the CGI.
I know. EJ catching stray bullets. EJ catching bullets, they are not stray. Listen, let her come here. I will say it to her face. That modern day Rosa Parks looking woman out here with the big ass glasses looking like a windshield. Get out of here. So sad that Liverpool is gonna win the league.
We might.
I can only pray.
If we do, oh my God, my summer. I'm gonna cancel all travel plans, get a monitor day and night.
Okay, I agreed. I think Vividi and Mo stays and Trent leaves. Where is Trent gonna go? Real?
Yeah, Real.
Oh, okay, cool.
The owners, the real owners.
Real owners. Split Veron says Liverpool play with intensity that is enviable in world football.
We learned it from one guy.
But I think we all feel like this is over. It's not over, though, guys.
I think it's over, bro. I think it's over, man. I think it's over, bro.
No,
honestly.
are you serious?
I don't think
I think it's over.
I mean, this is going back to actually injuries. If God forbid something happened to Mo, we have a lot of attackers. Like, I'm not that worried, but like I said, 60% of our goal involvements from one player. Like, if we get one of those big injuries, kind of like when Virgil got injured, like we still did well. I don't think it's an excuse. Like, you can't do anything now, but like we're on such a good. The machine is moving so smoothly, even with Konate out. If anything stops it, then I'm nervous. Right now, though, I feel very confident. But like, should something unforeseen happen?
It's it's easy, right? Because it's football. It happens, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, and we're entering this Christmas period where it's like, every 3-4 days.
I want to go see a game, but when I went, we lost, and I got cooked so badly in the group. I'm scared to go back to Anfield.
I remember that. Listen, Linga, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna tell you guys if I go.
Listen, Linga, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was probably the best moment of my time knowing you.
Generational
I cooked.
Seeing flambe. Brutal.
Okay. My brother says saying it's just luck is a weak argument in my opinion. It's also Slot's first season, despite limited transfer activities for Liverpool. Sadly, the title is Liverpool's, and they won't choke like Arsenal. Facts.
But who said luck though? Nobody said luck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll choke.
In the team
not really
played,
luck per
like
se.
you played a weaker Madrid, you played a weaker City.
You can have a weaker fix. It's not luck. That's just what is in front of you, right? So it's not luck per se. It's just. I mean, a good example is if you also compare everyone's injury, right? Everyone's injury to key players is completely different. I mean, it's not excuse. It's just facts. Again, we won't have this conversation if Rodri is in that Man City team right now. You guys are saying
Henry. I doubt that. I actually doubt that because let me tell you why. The things I'm seeing are more than one player. Like this is the systemic issue.
None of the rest of them can play. Haaland can't score.
Like,
it's
never did anything for the team anyway.
You more than anyone now. It's a cascade effect. All it takes is for one thing.
But for that cascade effect to happen in a short amount of time,
yes, because it shows you how influential, how much that person covers the blemishes of everyone. Okay. It's the same. Let me give you a good example. See, what's his name now? Is it Curtis Jones or who's also that left back for Liverpool? Look at how
Robertson.
Look at how they were playing under Klopp versus how they're playing now under this new coach. Will you say he's the same player? No, I'm asking Linger. Like, will you say the
same player? Gravenberch is the one. Gravenberch,
exactly.
Curtis Jones,
what about
those
Trent?
players?
What about Trent? Do you think?
I'm getting fewer assists, but he's defending more.
Do you think he's a better defender under this new coach compared to under Klopp?
Better defender, overall less influential player.
Yes. Okay, but which one will you take? Because regardless,
that's a good question.
His attacking flair is there. It's a natural gift. But now, if he's a better defender, if he's better at doing what he's supposed to be doing, he adds more. He adds more stability. You can build more on it. So I feel it's more of a cascade effect. It's not like let me be honest with you, all these things that the problems with City, I don't even think these are new things. It's just because they have so much players back then that could cover it, and they had a base that literally you could build on. Now they don't have that base. So you will see all their vulnerabilities. It's very easy. Look at us now without Odegaard. We look like crap. Teams that are not supposed to be laughing at us.
Did.
Yeah, we look like crap. It's not. That's what I'm saying. There are just some key players. I remember like 2 seasons ago, Partey went down. I said it. Everybody thought I was crazy. It's the same thing you're saying now that, one player should not. No, there are some players like that they really, the team depends so much on them. Now the onus is on the coach or whoever it is to look for suitable either different change in tactic or different a different player that can deputize when they're down.
And Rodri has been. So what is it? Is it like 6-5 defeats, 1 draw or something for City? Like Rodri's been out the whole time. If Pep is such a ball genius, like what's the fix?
He's a ball genius.
I told my friend one of this and he was dissing me. He said I was calling Pep a simp. I said no, it's not. I'm calling him a simp. No, for real. I said, it's not like calling him a simp. I'm like, we kind of made him a demigod, right? We
have to move on to other topics. Let's move on to other topics. Let me take comments real quick. City only makes me respect. City only makes me respect Sir Alex Ferguson more. United won 3-peat after the treble. Sir Alex kept the group extremely hungry. My brother again goes, Kwame, we need match reactions to come back. Nah. We don't do match reactions anymore.
Kwame's video has like 20,000 views on YouTube.
Listen, I've realized that my match reactions are only entertainment for Arsenal fans and Linger. That's it. So I'm not doing it. And the same match reactions led me to call it.
Has the booty of an Atlanta stripper. Generational. I'll never forget.
But what did you do to brand off of it, though?
City was already dipping in form before the Rodri injury. You know what? I should pour some whiskey as well. Anyway, Rodri is a cheat code. He's the only footballer who is perfect with efficiency. Okay, let's move on to West Ham Arsenal.
I agree with you're right. Like, of course, they're so dependent. Like with Odegaard, like if Salah went down, I understand that. But I think that that can't be the be all and end all because now it's been 7 games.
Yes.
Like Arsenal struggled without Odegaard, but you didn't have 5 losses.
You were losing games left and right.
Linga and Ogakwame, we could easily have. Let me not like.
But you weren't.
I was waiting.
We could easily. It was a tough time for us.
Okay, all right. Henry, I know because Linger has a hard stop in 30 minutes. So let's do a quick review of the West Ham Arsenal game. I'll tell you very quickly. I turned on the game and then I quickly turned it off. And then when West Ham scored 2 goals, I turned it on again. And then when Arsenal scored, I turned it off again. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hoping I was praying, but I had to burn my memes. Okay, so tell me how, because you guys have scored 5 goals 2 times in a row now. You scored 5 against Sporting, and you scored 5 against West Ham, both away from home.
Because our creator is back.
Oh, really? That's your
that's really the difference, right? We'll become a little bit more dynamic with him being in the team. Without him, with him not being in the team, it becomes a little bit difficult for us to create chances, right? We become solely reliant on Saka and the wingers and Martinelli. But with Odegaard, like we're less predictable, right? So it was really, I won't even lie to you, that game was just a game of one half. Second half was dead to me. It was just everybody.
I know. I came in for the second half.
Yeah. It was just contained. It was almost everything you needed to see in that
first half.
And let me tell you, I'm an advocate of that. I like teams that kill off the games.
Kill it. Yeah.
Because what's the point? You can start saving your players, bring in reserve players that then get. I'm a big proponent of that. So, but in reality, the Arsenal's pressing was good. I was a little bit scared about the 2 goals we conceded, but there are goals that could have beaten any keeper. The free kick was.
That free kick.
That free kick, I was like, man, even if that Araya was on the right side, I don't even think he still stops it. And then your ex-player, your ex-guy from Man U. But in general, it was a really good game. Some really, really good tactical things that were going on in terms of like the midfield. Arsenal had a lot of control, but sometimes too, as Arsenal fans, we always remember sometimes Arsenal has like a little bit of like weird self-destruct button that we've been trying to get rid of. But for now, for yesterday, we kind of contained the game, so I was happy about that. I think once we settled back in, it was a decent performance from us, right? So
I'm just really, really pissed off about you guys in set pieces. Like it's like clockwork. It's like clockwork. You know it's gonna happen, and they gather like they vacate the danger zone, right? They go to the back of the post, and all of a sudden, like, bro, it pisses me off. And
but that's something that they've worked on over 2.5 to 3 seasons, right? Because they have a really good set piece coach that has been working on with them on this for a while, and it's just like I think towards the end of last season. Was when it started becoming a routine. So it's almost guaranteed now that every other game, if not every game, if we get a couple of free corner kicks, we'll probably get a goal or 2 from it. Gabriel has been the one, benefiting from it the most too. But
yeah, definitely.
Because that's what soccer is for me too. If you can find ways to get goals easier, it's better. I think they struggle with that tactics though a little bit in the Champions League because I think they have, and I'm not sure I haven't verified this, but I think they have this whole thing where there's this obstruction rule where I'm not sure. Let me not talk about it. But I think they
need to bring that rule to the Premier League.
there's a rule that doesn't make them execute it at a higher level in the Champions League compared to the league. I believe I might be wrong though. If anyone is sure, they can fact check me. But I think that might be it. But overall, it's really they've stepped up.
Somebody posted something. I don't know how true it is. I think you might have seen it as well, Linger, in the Facebook group. That person said Gabriel, the defender, now has more
than Jesus
than Gabriel Jesus.
Yes, he does. No,
Jesus.
No.
That's
Jesus,
crazy.
He's now kind of like a French player a little bit.
True.
And I think the reason is because we've been dependent more on Havertz. I'm very shocked at how Havertz is now like instrumental and key to everything we do.
He's turned around his reputation a lot.
Yeah, because of his hold up play, the pockets he can fall in, and then his height, his aerial ability. Even yesterday, his goal, he took his chance. I thought he was going to miss that chance because it's just Havertz, but he actually buried it, right?
Yeah,
so you can see that his confidence level too has progressively gotten better. So they can only get better. So that's what I'll say.
All right. Ayo says we need match reactions back. Make that money. The main ingredient of executing set piece is the delivery. Facts. If the ball does not drop in that hot zone, forget it. Credit to Bukayo Saka. Facts. Case in point, Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes never beats the first man. One lie. That guy cannot. You know what? Let's go to
and he
Liverpool.
has a rat face.
Man. I think that's cyberbullying, but we'll move on. So what is the secret to Liverpool's incredible start to the season?
No, good question, isn't it? No, I think that, like, honestly, for me, it's been an interesting time being a Liverpool fan, because the secret, so much of it, first of all, huge credit to Klopp, because this is still his team, right? Like, it's players he signed, players he helped become a lot of the world beaters that they are. I think for me, like, a new manager coming into a place that is very settled and has an identity, and then, like, he's really, like, aligning his own identity. Like, we're just so calm now. I feel like I sometimes come with very hot energy, but he's so calm. We play so calm. It's not heavy metal. Everything's going so crazy. We win 5-3. Everything's a mess. Everyone's screaming all the time. Like, I've had to really get used to being calm. I mean, even going back to Trent, like, Trent really being a defender more, all these different things. So, like, the secret is, to me, I mean, Slot is a great manager, I think, from these few months, but also, like, it really speaks to me, the institution. So when we look at some of these clubs, like United or Chelsea, shade, but really, like, clubs that have, like, institutional shakiness, and a manager comes in, a manager can't fix all of that. So a lot of the problems might continue. Whereas Liverpool, like, Klopp just chose to leave. We were doing great. Like, there's no problem. So really, to me, shows, like, if a manager just comes in and it's calm and it's chill, and there's, like, a quit, a lot of the major players don't leave. Like, if our spine, to me, is, like, Salah, Virgil, Trent, I mean, McAllister, all these, so many different players, right? But, like, none of our players left. A few players left, but none of our players left. Only one came in who doesn't play. They're still playing in some ways, like, under Klopp, but there's much more calmness, calculation around it. Like, I think being less emotional, surprisingly, for a Liverpool fan, is kind of a secret. But again, like you're saying, I didn't expect it at all, though. Like, I always think we're gonna challenge, but, like, I assumed it would be a little more similar to last season, and we end up coming third because it's Slot's first season. To do this in your first season is, like, crazy. So even the reasons are just given, I'm just like, I still don't get why. I mean, City falling off is helpful as well. Arsenal, Odegaard, Arsenal being unpredictable, all these different things. United is always terrible, so that doesn't really matter. But, like, I think really just coming into somewhere stable. Don't remove me. You better not. Oh no! Where are my cards?
That was an early tackle. Too early. Okay, so yellow card. I hear that. I think I hear you on the institutional stability, because, I mean, when Alex left United, that to have one person affect the institution that much, I think that's irresponsible. That's irresponsible of the institution as a whole. So there must have been some, really, really solid foundations in place, to a point where, I mean, even if Klopp left after what, 7? Was it 7, 8, 9? How many?
9 years.
9 years, right? Fuck off. 9 years, keep moving, plug and play. With new players, with no new players, plug and play. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. You are right. It helps that City fell off dramatically. It helps that Arsenal is doing Arsenal things. I think for you guys to not waste this advantage that you have to bring in people in January.
And we have to sign these contracts and get some of this buzz off.
Because I don't know that you will have a replication of these conditions in 25.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think Robbo, to me, is getting a little older, and Tsimikas has been injured more than usual. So, like, I think a left back, to me, would make me feel a little less stressed. And this is no shade on Robertson. There's been more games than usual where I'm like, I don't know. This isn't the Robbo that I've seen before.
Yeah.
There's something else you guys are not talking about, though. I think there is one key thing about this new coach. I think he's a better man manager. That's what I just.
He doesn't hug, though. He doesn't do that.
No, it's not that type. No.
You don't do that. You don't do
It's
all
not that type. There are ways where your players will start talking about you and certain subtle changes you've made, which is important. Which Lingo said, where the foundation is there. Where if you come into an organization that is not in distress, right, the amount of the fixes you have to make are literally, they don't have to be anything drastic. With something as simple as, well, even during away games or home games, you guys come from. You don't need to come to the hotel. We don't need to be together. Come from home. Those subtle little changes. Because I think one of your players mentioned it during one of the celebrations, that he now allows them to come from home directly to the stadium instead of all being in the same place. Some of those things, it's not like it makes too much of a difference, but if you get more time to spend with family, and then you come back to the field, you're just more free, right?
Yeah.
So those little things, you might not take it as something, but like huge, but players take that. They value those things, right? Those are where players want to even die for you, because they're like, when they see, like, well, you've seen how hard we've trained during the course of the week. You're giving us that liberty that we will show up on the day of ready. So I think,
not to interrupt you, but my computer is insisting it's going to restart itself. If it does, I'm going to rejoin the group.
Okay.
I'm not leaving in rage because you said that Slot's a better man manager, just in case I disappear.
Okay.
But I will say, I don't think he's a better one, but I think there's something helpful about difference. Like, maybe you just sometimes need someone who's not going to hug you and just going to be direct about, like, here's what this is, here's what that is. I don't think Klopp's indirect, but, like, I do think after 9 years with some of these players, maybe just a different hand was needed.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Let me take comments. Sergi goes, Bruno's corner to Rashford today was not bad though. Yeah, you're right. But there's a reason for that, Sergi, because that corner wasn't into the hot area. It was like out for a volley. When you look at those in-swinging corners, this man cannot beat the first. You cannot beat his first man anyway. Spliff goes, this is the most I've seen Linger's teeth. The views are so good in life. Facts. Her teeth are matching Klopp's teeth.
To be fair, most of the time I'm on this panel, we've won.
Well, fuck.
Do you think the Liverpool team is more? It's more. Do you feel like they're more fit, and do they play more pressing football now than compared to on the club? This is a question for Linger.
I don't think we're necessarily like so easily more fit, but again, like a slightly different, less emotional, intense style of football preserves you more. So it's not that we're more actively fit, but we're just less likely to then get injured in the short or long term would be my main thing.
Yeah. Aya goes, maybe Liverpool fans will start giving FSG credit for good.
If FSG don't sign Mo and Verge, then I'll be turning up in Boston creating a ruckus.
I don't think they signed both.
They are relatively stingy compared to other teams. Like, I don't think it's good or bad, but it is factual. Like, we pay less, way less than like a Chelsea, United, City. Like, we do.
I'll say this. Like, given a manager like Federico Chiesa for £10 million as his one and only signing in his first season is diabolical. If that happened at Manchester United, brother, we're burning Old Trafford. We're burning Old Trafford.
If that happened, but they're like, here are these gigantic bumper contracts for Trent, Virgil, and Mo, so we just can't hire. Then we'd be like, okay, well, we don't like it, but okay. But to know that this contract thing is still not resolved, and like, and again, I try not to fall into this stuff, but like, we talk about it. I mean, the commentators are talking about it, the fans are talking about it. Like, the players don't. I mean, apart from Mo, Virgil and Trent don't want to even talk about it. But like, to not even have one of these wrapped up to me is crazy. Just one.
Let's talk about. I think we already started talking about it, but what do you make of? Well, let me take this comment real quick. I will rather if my owners are stingy, but get recruitment of players and managers down to a science. Spliff goes, nah, Klopp's Liverpool was like the middle of Roman war in the days of Caesar.
That's what I'm telling you. Guys, I have one white hair, and it's from Klopp's Liverpool. Just one.
Klopp and the Swarm Army. backing the manager doesn't necessarily mean getting the most expensive players.
But I would
No,
also say
but
that, like,
getting one player is crazy, especially one player that doesn't play.
No one would say that like we have nothing we could ever improve on. Like, I think to me, we got Slot relatively late after Alonso said no, but like I'm not even blaming him. Clearly it's worked. I'm thankful that like whatever happened happened, but like one of these things has to happen. Like, we need more players in January, or we need to clear like at least the future of our backbone, like institutional player back. This is like the leadership team, right? It's them and Robbo and Allison. Like, we just need some kind of guarantee that like what we're enjoying right now will not randomly end with one injury, or will not end next season. We'll be back to like fighting for third or fourth or whatever. Like, I think we just need some guarantees from them. But props on them. They're better owners than most, I would say.
Yeah, I hear that. I think I'm just saying that I don't think any other fan base, right, would be okay with what FSG got away with this summer. I'm sorry.
No,
especially at my club. Listen, what we're right at dawn. Like, you give a new manager one player, especially the guy doesn't even play for all we know. Federico Chiesa might be a professional golfer at this point. We don't know.
They said he's having another preseason. I'm like, bro, what?
Another preseason, brother. Like, so my thing is, yes, they're great at corporate governance, but I don't think I will, hunt down Linger or Ola when they're talking about FSG being stingy. They are.
Like,
they are.
Actually, like,
they are. Yeah, that's facts. Before we go to kudos and donkeys, let's spend the next 5-10 minutes talking about Man City a little more, because we addressed it a little bit. What is has Pep changed? Do you guys think like Pep himself has fundamentally changed? Because this is what they told me about Pep. This is what the tacticals, the football perverts, right? This is what they told me about Pep. They said this guy can take any player, right, and make them play tiki-taka. Okay? So why am I now hearing that I cannot play tiki-taka because there's no Rodri? My brother, I thought, and you know what? We actually saw it in his first, I think, like 2 seasons at Man City. Bro, I was saying Fabian Delph, Eliakim Mangala playing tiki-taka, right? Comfortably. So how is it possible now that 9 years after he joined, he suddenly needs Rodri to play this brand of football that he pretty much, revolutionized football with?
Right. I mean, I don't have an answer to that question. Like, I don't. No, exactly. I actually don't really understand it either. I was wondering at some point if it was like kind of like Klopp 2 seasons ago or last season, where like we just started with a weird run of form, and we're like, are all the players now, we played Klopp football so long that all of our legs are gone? But that wasn't exactly it. Like, it's just one of those patches even great managers can go through where they're not doing well. But like, again, I just think there's no excuse. Like, you put on Kevin De Bruyne and Grealish, like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was like Ipswich has lost Wood or whatever, and like, what are you gonna do? Who will they put on instead? Then I'm like, I don't know. But like, what is Pep's team? Like, none of them are so new they can't play in his system, and it's not like he was found out a long time ago. We all know how City's gonna play, but they're not. I mean, is John Stones that important to defending? Like, I honestly, like, I'm enjoying it, and I genuinely, as a football fan, have so many question marks. Like, I don't get what's happening with him.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I'm like, is it a personal thing that I'm missing here?
Henry, what is it? Because you're the one that's telling us how important Rodri is to this tiki-taka.
So me, again, I told you, I posed this question to my friend who is a diehard Pep lover and also diehard Messi lover. Me, again, I still blame it to a couple of things, which obviously Rodri is number one, and just defensive vulnerabilities, right? And also they lack that creative spark right now, right? And there's nobody. There's nobody. Okay, I mean, you tell me, and I'm putting it back to you. Who, and I can't remember how you actually said this the other day. I think like a couple of episodes again where he did mention the reason there were three players. I don't know that it was a game we were playing where he said keep sell or something, right? Where there was a type of midfielder he said. Who is in the like of Rodri? He's a younger player. I think he's Spanish too. And he said the only reason why he'll keep him is because it's very rare finding players of that nature with those exceptional talents right now. I think he's a ball holding. I don't know. He should have described it that day. I can't remember the term he used. If it's in the comment section, if you can just put it. So that's why I see Rodri. So because Rodri again, he protects that back line so good that even when someone who sucks is in that back line, it will cover their blemishes, right? But now we're seeing like that aura of invincibility is gone. That's the reason why. See what Liverpool did today. Liverpool, even when Arsenal played them, remember we almost won them with 10 men.
You did. You did.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
no, exactly.
No, I didn't. You didn't, but you did almost win. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying.
did. You did.
Check that midfield, bro. With two passes, you've literally walked past that midfield. Tell me, 2-3 years ago, is that possible with a City?
No.
Hell no. Even today, two passes, you're like, what just happened? So,
but Henry, does that now mean? But Henry, does that now mean like they start making like defensive mistakes?
Yes.
Like regular passing the ball 3 yards. Linger, they were losing the ball with a 3 yard pass.
Because the confidence.
I kept thinking it was a trap. Like
the confidence is
now
now eroded. You know this thing. Football is a lot. In as much as we don't also like to, football is a game of like repetition and also confidence, right?
True.
The confidence is in the trash right now.
True.
Right. So it's almost like
and people don't fear them. It's like people don't fear them.
I said the aura of invincibility is gone. It was even Arsenal with 10 men almost beat them. Do you understand? It's like nobody cares. Like everybody feels like if we play our game and we catch them on a bad day, they will collect.
True.
So,
I hear that.
Really
I hear that.
So again, it's just that and the attack is poor too. But it starts from the base.
Hey,
man told me Savinho is Brazilian Mahrez. Yeah, brother. That man is looking.
I'm not gonna lie. I was scared of the guy the first few games though. I was scared of but it's just again, everybody just feels like they look like a shadow of themselves right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like a shadow of themselves.
Let me take comments and then we'll go to kudos and donkeys. Sergi goes, nobody's talking about Chelsea just quietly sitting in top 4. Facts. They were not on the agenda today. That's why we didn't talk about them. But yes, I see Chelsea. Honestly,
Jackson's legit. He's the player that we thought he might be.
Jackson, I thought Jackson was gonna move like Michael. I thought it was gonna be dead, but he's alive, very much alive.
I'm fired at Michael Jackson.
I'm sorry. Aya goes, most fans are usually the poorest judges of recruitment approach. Facts. That is facts. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't recruit. Like the fans don't control recruitment anyway, right? That doesn't mean Liverpool should not recruit.
Have a say.
Exactly. I've been telling them to sell Marcus Rashford since they didn't listen to me. See? Football purpose is crazy though. Hey. Football purpose is nasty work.
I don't know if you're in the chat. Remember what you described those
Yeah, he put it in the chat. Akin says it's just good to see a flailing Pep team shirt in front of FC. We out here. The haters. Aya goes Pedri. He's extremely questionable for form. Pedri. Yeah, Pedri. We've not gotten to that part. All right, let's do kudos and donkey. Linger, we're gonna start with kudos, and then we'll go around and then we'll do donkeys. So who is your kudos, Linger?
It's beginning to look a slot like Christmas. Don't remove me.
You know what? I wanted to give you a second yellow, but I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let that slide.
Slot, of course. I mean,
any
manager. If you guys can look past your bitterness because we beat you 7-0, because some people never won the Champions League, whatever your problem is with us. If you can look, no.
Get out of here. What are you talking about? What? Listen. You had a 2-footed tackle. Studs up. I let it go. Nah. Okay. Go ahead.
Russ, they're sniffing.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just to Arne Slot. Like, regardless of who thinks anything, to get to the Premier League.
Yeah.
After such an influential manager with no signings, whether you agree or whether you like it or not, like, and be top of the table, top of the Champions League, beat Madrid and City in 1 week, like, unbelievable, like, amazing job. Just straight kudos.
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah. Shout out Caillou. Shout out Adult Caillou.
Exactly.
Henry, who's your kudos?
No. Slot and the Liverpool team as a whole get the kudos, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought this today, I thought they were gonna falter. Not falter in a, I thought it was probably, City will play, maybe they try to figure things out, maybe try and get a draw or something. But Liverpool showed, that they're a class, above like the other teams, like, just maybe 1 or 2 steps above. And I don't know, maybe because they just had, I don't know. It's strange. I want to know if they did anything different this offseason, like in terms of like prepping for this season. Because
we went to South Carolina and whooped Manchester United 3-0.
It almost feel like they hit the ground running. Apart from that, is it not that Forest game?
We don't want to talk about it. Oh my God! Whenever you talk to Arne Slot about anything, he's like, "We're not that great. We lost the Forest."
Yeah, but
he says that. He does say that.
Yeah, other than that, they haven't really missed a beat. But yeah, they're my kudos to the coach Slot and also the team as a whole, because you can have all the tactics, aka Pep, but if you don't have the players to execute it, sometimes that tactics does not do anything. It stays as what it is, just tactics on paper. So yeah.
Pyramid of bald, one manager at the top. I mean, Slot is the baldest of them all. Pep, Eric Ten Hag. Is Maresca bald?
Maresca's bald, yeah.
Maresca's doing better than Pep, though.
He is doing better than Pep, yeah.
Pep is the worst of the bald managers right now.
Pep is the worst of the bald managers, yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at that, yeah.
Wow.
My kudos, of course, I'm not taking it to Liverpool. My kudos is Jay-Z himself. Jay-Z, yes. Joshua Zirkzee. And I want to talk. I want to address the Manchester United fans. You know yourselves. There were Manchester United fans on the Facebook group, in all the WhatsApp groups, on all the YouTube channels, talking about this guy's a dud. What now? There are some players that you just cannot give up on. Brother, this guy has tech. The guy has tech. Let him cook. What's wrong with y'all? Like, I'm usually the impatient one. These guys are already talking about Xerxes dead food. Nah, it's not dead food. I know a baller when I see one. Yes. So yeah, that's my kudos. And honorable man, I mean, of course, Ahmad was man of the match today, but Ahmad has always been good. So anyway, let me take comments.
Ahmad has always been good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's just the bald fraud just never played him.
Which one? Which one?
You know who? The Amsterdam weed dealer. The weed.
Dutch bald man. Don't slander my manager.
No. The weed dealer from Amsterdam. The one that came from Amsterdam. Yeah. The guy's not a coach.
I need a link to get that jersey. I love it.
Oh yeah, I actually bought it. I actually bought it in Turkey. I bought it in Istanbul.
Oh,
all right,
man, that's so good. Okay,
but I'm sure there is the link out there. I'll look for one. But kudos to Linger. I also saw the fan picture you sent to NBC Studios. I didn't see it.
If you guys, first of all, I'm on NBC all the time. But also, if you guys want to get more followers, start posting pictures. Hashtag it My Premier League Morning. We'll take pictures of
Ooh, Ayo, we should do that.
Yeah, actually do it.
We should do that. Yes. Soji goes, kudos to Maresca, Chelsea. It's Donkeys, ETH for benching Ahmad all this time for DJ Smith. Nah, Soji. Yes. Nah, kudos to Soji for that one. Man said DJ Spinall. Soji, I thought renaming Anthony Spinarama was bad, but DJ Spinall is diabolical. That's nasty work.
Nice.
All right, let's do donkey.
Ayo can start.
Ayo goes. Donkeys to the United fans that will not declare Drasho scoring 3 goals in 2 games. I won't say much. Man, you know what? I'm entering my new era of calmness and patience. Ayo, I acknowledge you. Okay?
I hear you. I see you.
I see you.
Acknowledge you.
I acknowledge you. And I'm not invalidating your feelings.
Exactly.
All right. Donkey. Let's start with Henry this time.
My 2 donkeys. I'm struggling between my 2 donkeys. It's between Mbappe and Haaland. So either one can get it.
Imagine.
Right now they are cousins. I think they're drinking the same Kool-Aid. So yeah, both of them they can both have my donkey.
Okay. I'll accept that. Linga, who's your donkey?
I'm gonna give a low-key casual donkey to Spurs, the most unpredictable team in the league. Like, how are you gonna lose, beat City, draw? Like, but it's not like an angry donkey. It's more like you guys are it's Spursy, man. I'm gonna give my donkey between Mbappe and Haaland. I'm gonna give it to Mbappe, who got absolutely done by like 19-year-old Connor Bradley.
I know.
Like, scouts to his.
Has that boy even signed a professional contract?
He kind of has one, whatever. Mbappe upside down after Virgil tackled him, front page of every back page of every newspaper. Like, I'm gonna give it to Mbappe. Mbappe's a good player. Like, we should do another deconstruction about what's not working exactly for him at Madrid, but I will give it to Kylian Mbappe, the person who I think is one of the best players in the world. But fraud watch. We're not there yet, but like 2 more games and fraud watch.
I'm on that table.
Did he see his miss today? Maybe
No, I didn't see it.
Well, maybe he.
Oh, I'm going to go and watch it. Maybe the fraud watch will be accelerated, Linga. Maybe we'll bring it forward. Yeah. My donkey. I have to double click on that Mbappe one, bro. This guy was turned upside down like a stripper, bro. Swear down. This guy was like on a stripper pole. What the hell? Like, and a 19-year-old made you do that, bruv? Nah.
Conor Bradley la.
Like, it's crazy. But another donkey, and it might be too soon to call him donkey, but definitely maybe fraud watch. The police officers they're definitely outside taking pictures. Aston Villa and Unai Emery.
Oh,
you see, bro, them 6 games now they haven't won. I think they've lost 4 or 5. I don't know. So maybe it's too soon to like call him donkey, but nah, I think
better record than City right now.
But yeah, I mean, but we already gave them donkey, you know. Yeah.
Half the pod was them being donkey.
Yeah. But I think y'all keep your eyes on Unai Emery and Aston Villa. Yeah. But let me take comments as we close this out. Spliff goes, donkey is Doku for not being able to cross with his left foot after beating a man.
So lucky.
Doku is like the left wing Anthony, bro. Swear down.
Merchant.
Yeah. Kudos, Botafogo of Brazil for winning the first ever Libertadores 3-1 triumph for Atletico Mineiro. I actually saw Botafogo's I think round of 16 game against I forget their opposition, but listen, they worked hard to get to that final. Shout out to them, and they won it. Okay, I think we already read this. Let's see. Yeah. Donkey is the United fan. Yeah. Okay, my real donkey is Pep and the City players. This is an all-time down tooling fact.
Seriously.
I beg, I don't call. I beg, I've been done the kudos and donkey. Oh, no worries. EJ Juju is finally catching up with Emery. Hey, EJ, listen.
And now I'm worried. I'm like 2 years in the future. I'm gonna do so bad.
I know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you know what? I enjoy. Oh, yeah. No, I think that's all the comments. I enjoyed this podcast. I'm not gonna lie. When get out of here. When Aya told me in the group chat that Linger was gonna be on the podcast, my response was, "Fuck." That's what I said. I was like,
"Don't demonetize us."
I was like, "Fuck." I can't. I legit cannot stand you, Linger. I swear to God, I can't stand you.
You guys hear how this is ending? Where's HR? Who's HR?
No. There's no HR. I'm the HR, bro. I'm the HR. But listen, it was nice. It was nice having you. Always, as always, you know, you bring energy. You bring some kind of shamelessness to this podcast as well.
Titles, I bring trophies.
Yeah, you see, Linger brought all the energy. She did. Henry, thanks for jumping on with late notice. We know this was not scheduled for you, and appreciate you for joining. Everybody in the comments, appreciate you guys. Itata, Ayo, Sochi, Aki, shout out to all of you, and we will see you next weekend. Peace.
Okay. Peace, guys. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go